How y'all doing today? So I'm having a whole lot of pain going right now in my shoulders and like in when I breathe and stuff. So bear with me, y'all. Oh, oh my God. Okay, I'm over here looking heinous, but I wanted to come and make this video for y'all. Okay, there you go. Much better. Okay, let's see. Collective, collective, collective. I look terrible right now. I feel stuck. I feel contorted. I feel pulled in two separate directions. I feel like I'm not in alignment. Oh. So, for whoever this reading may pertain to, you possibly feel as though you're not in alignment. You're feeling pulled in multiple directions. Okay? Likely you're not. Let's see though. Let's see what's going on here, collective. Oh, I am in so much pain. I am in so much pain, immense pain. Okay, growing pains might be significant, or growing past perspective might be hard for you. Okay, collective. I know this pain that I have, it only hurts when I try to move um against it. Okay, so whoever this message is for, you're probably moving against the alignment that you are starting to feel yourself be pulled into. And it is causing pain. It could be emotional pain, physical pain, financial pains. Okay, spiritual pains. You probably feel like you don't have the help that you need. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the first card that I see here is the Hermit card. You're probably trying to put yourself in isolation, or you're probably being called into isolation because you are surrounded by these kind of energies here. The win at all cost energies. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay, so both of these cards flipped over in the upright. It's the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So your morals are being seen, or your character and your truthfulness is being seen, and you're being vindicated because of some false perspective that someone may have possibly had. Oh, someone was probably trying to twist your neck. or someone is like the exorcist and someone needs to be exercised. Because just now when I looked in the camera, it looked like my neck was twisting like an owl. Okay. And with the two of pentacles right here, you see how it's twisting? And you know, the neck controls Taurus energy, and that's like finances and stuff. So someone possibly put a spell on your finances. Oh, it's lifted though. Y'all don't gotta worry. Mm. It's only to get you out of alignment, out of your focus, out of your positivity. You know, even if you make a lot of money, y'all know when y'all not making as much money as y'all was making the prior month or the prior week. Okay, so take it how resonate. It looked like my face is swollen. Oh, I'm gonna lock my hair up, y'all, so don't worry. I feel like, hey, Arnold. Football, hey. Oh, Lord. Y'all know how he had his tail sticking out from the side with his little itty bitty cap. That's how I feel right now. I feel like, hey, Arnold. It seemed like with the Hermit, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, you seem to be stable minded, okay? Something trying to affect you is trying to make you sleepy or make you feel less motivated. If this is your reading, you understand. You know, that happens when you can surround yourself by the wrong people. You lose your motivation. Hmm. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh, I am in so much pain. It's not even funny. I'm trying to move faster with this reading, y'all. Bear with me. Give me something with this Nine of Cups energy. Yeah, your ability to stay grounded in the midst of turmoil and chaos needs to be studied because ain't no way you should be this calm with all this chaos going around. People are thinking, okay, look, it came out the five of wands, so that's 11 wands. That's the two of wands. You're looking into a situation more thoroughly, and you are realigning yourself because you are being pulled in two different directions. You were pulled in the direction of your heart, and you was pulled in the direction of logic. You was pulled into truth, and you was pulled into confusion. This confusing energy is only trying to push you into making rash decisions from the heart center as opposed to using common logic because it is perpetuating this confusion. Okay, like a tornado, it's two different ways being pulled into a cyclical motion, and it causes destruction as well as hurricanes. So your ability in this Nine of Cups energy to stay grounded is basically you being the eye of the storm. So you're possibly being gang stalked or you're possibly being observed for your characteristics, for your ability to stay foundationally grounded in the midst of some form of chaotic energies being perpetuated your way. Okay, collective. Hmm. Give me more spirit, Holy Spirit. Oh, ugh. Oh. Okay, so I have the Tower. I have the Ten of Cups, and I have Justice. That fell out. You're about to receive justice. Your spirit team, your spirit guides, they're helping you at this time escape this Five of Pentacles energy. So that's 55, 10 new beginnings here. And that's 555. Embrace the change, embrace the new energies trying to revitalize your spirit. Because this chaos energy was sent to distract you and dismantle your peace. Don't let it. Okay, collective. Okay, yeah. Betrayal. Ten of Swords energy from the Five of Swords energy. Possibly people around you were misusing you and causing you chaos energies in order to revert you into a mindset or a perspective of lack. Okay? And with the Ace of Swords here is the truth. Don't eat from that fruit, okay? Everything is fine. Your spirit is being challenged to remain into a positive energy because when your positive energy is depleted, you will be put in a state of dysregulation. Okay. Like I said, we have the heart center energy as well as we have logic. Head over heart decisions are necessary at this time. Okay. If it doesn't make sense, that means it's chaos or confusion. Yeah, you have to protect your energy collective. Your spirit team is working overtime at this time. Okay, collective, against this devil energy of confusion, someone's trying to bind themselves to you. Okay, that's never healthy. That's never healthy. Yeah, and they're doing this strategically, but I'm pretty sure that you see through this manipulation or this logical or illogical method that they're using in order to infiltrate your energy. These people are not enlightened, okay? Or this person is not enlightened about the depth of your soul connection here. Okay, they don't understand that you are a very spiritual being. Okay, they don't understand that differentiation when you are connected to your spirit as opposed to you're connected to your flesh. Okay, but news is coming out, okay, about these lovers or your lover. Take it how it resonates. Okay, yeah, definitely giving lovers with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Give me more spirit. What is this energy with the lovers? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in immense pain, so bear with me. I can barely move. Y'all probably feel stuck. Okay, collective. You don't know how to think about a situation. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles here, your payout is going to be immense. You're definitely going to receive heavy praise and um heavy affection. Okay, genuine affection from friends, family, positive soul tribe members in order to help you rebuild your security, your foundation. Okay, because the Ace of Pentacles just came out. You know, that's something that God gave you, a God given gift, a God given talent, a God given rootedness into this physical dimension. Okay. And someone is definitely working against your better interest. Hello, Catalina. I hear an emergency unit. You might have to call the police on these people, or someone is going to be put in a situation where they're going to be. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. Okay. News is going to be coming back soon with the Knight of Swords here. News is going to be coming back about this deception or this ill planned um strategy is what I'm gonna call it. Oh, oh, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh, my lights is off. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, I'm in so much pain. So much pain. Okay. Compassion. So we have the Queen of Cups with the Ten of Wands here. So your compassion is probably causing this burden to feel overcompensating or like you are. Thank you so much. Okay, so someone is definitely playing with your compassion. Okay. And the tides are about to turn in your favor because your patience is paying off. With the Nine of Cups, it's telling me that even though you understood that these people were manipulating you, you definitely held your sanity together. Okay. Your spiritual resilience. Okay. Yeah, definitely these people were working with devil energy here. Okay, or confusing energy here, as well as you are being called to protect your energy. Y'all possibly feel a disconnection or a disassociation with these people or this person, and it is supposed to happen. You're supposed to maintain your ability to, okay, retain your ability to think with your logic as opposed to your heart center because they're playing emotional games with you, possibly because of your moral standpoint or your character. Okay, and that's the truth. Your childlike energy here, yeah, is what they're trying to betray and cause you to slip back into this lack mindset. They want you to react to the abuse that you're going through in order for them to have a reason to um, feel justified in a aggressive or a very overly expressive gesture of expression, really. They're expressing with this confusing energy, they're trying to express um the justification, hold on so you can see, of this devil energy that played a hand in you losing some form of structure, stability, and they want you to react in order for them to feel justified in causing this conflict. Okay, this could be a physical conflict. This could be a spiritual conflict. This could be a mental conflict. Okay, take it how it resonates, but they're the ones who are going to be left in the Five of Cups energy. Okay, collective, you don't have to worry. It is sad, you know, it's very sad. But all you have to do is maintain your composure, maintain your autonomy, okay? And maintain your boundaries. Your boundaries bother these people or this person. And that's what makes you innocent, okay? With the Page of Cups there, you're highly intuitive, even if you aren't consciously intuitive, your body is naturally intuitive. And so when you feel um unease around someone, that is your intuition from a bodily standpoint. You know, they say, oh, you make me sick to my stomach, or something in my chest feels off about this. You know, those types of intuitive hunches, as opposed to conscious awareness of the duality. Okay. And that's going to be a story for another video. Basically, breaking down the factor of the sperm and the egg and how they are both separate living entities or energies that come together as one. But you still have to be reborn into remembrance because in the DNA structures, you can actually backtrace all the way back to the beginning of your lineage, is what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, these people feel like they have to leave or they're being triggered into the dark night of the soul. Meow. Okay, for the cats, meow. Okay, so we have here Ace of Pentacles again. So God is definitely about to bring you some form of abundance or some seed so that you are able to restabilize your energy towards either your health, your finances, your spiritual groundedness. Um, yeah, and it's definitely going to work out towards the end. Slow and steady, something that you've been working on for a while, now is going to be returned to you because your energy was being siphoned by these covert um entities. These entities were covertly um trying to sabotage your upcomings, is what I'm gonna call it. And you weren't aware of it until the last minute and you didn't react. And that's perfect because you weren't supposed to react. You know, you're supposed to maintain your autonomy and maintain your boundaries, but you're not supposed to react because that would trigger the Five of Wands energy within these people because they want you to feel as though um you're doing something wrong, but you're not. Okay? And it's so intricate. You know, people don't want to face the truth of their actions sometimes. And that accountability is what they run from in regards to how they treated you and being around you. And God is forcing it because, you know, karma is instant when you play with children of God who are in alignment or in accordance. You know, um, it's giving me Aquarius energy because the way I was just pouring this into this right here, I'm uh bearing water. Okay, but I'm also heavily Aquarian in the fact that I'm a life path number 11. So your friends are going to be coming, like your genuine friends are going to be coming, supporting you in your rehabilitation from this spiritual attack. Okay, like myself, I'm going through what some would consider a spiritual attack because um, witchcraft don't work on me, but it does affect my physical vessel because it's grounded in this reality. But spiritually, you know, it doesn't affect me. So the most that they can do is hurt my body. Okay. Give me something, Holy Spirit. Why is this energy so important? Actually, I think I'm gonna get another stack. Someone was being impulsive. They made a hasty decision and they're being revealed because of it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm in so much pain. I could barely talk. It says here, dating potential. You are in a relationship with a hypothesis, not a human. Potential is not a promise, it's a gamble. It says, surgery. Assume they will never change from who they are today. Decide if you would stay. So here's an example. A lot of times people frame themselves to be in a relationship or a situationship where they see the highest potential in a person. But if you don't see that this person is actively working with those potentials, assume that they will never change. Confirmation, excuse me. You have to assume that this person is comfortable with the level that they are at in order to see if you would like to sustain being in that situation. And that is the truth. A lot of people stay in situationships and relationships with people who only have potential and don't act on that potential. Okay. You cannot act for them. Okay. You cannot keep giving excuses on why they don't feel like they need to be helping you pay the bills or why they feel like they don't need to be helping you with your emotions or helping you vent or helping you sexually or helping you grow spiritually. No, the potential is not the act of, okay? My whole face is swollen. I am in immense pain right now. It says self abandonment. When you do that, you're abandoning yourself. Understand that we are all from the same essence of life, okay? And if you don't understand that, understand this. If we are all from the same essence of life and we are not independently acting on our own essences, you're abandoning yourself. If you want to pour your essence into someone else, you abandon yourself. Your soul, your energy is being poured into another vessel. And this vessel does not take it like this. The Gemini twins from Vampire Diaries, the siblings, they were born together, and at the end, in order to keep the coven, they have to do like a symbiosis thing where one of the twins get absorbed into the other. That is what happens when you abandon yourself. trying to sustain a relationship that was not meant for you to be in. Okay, anything that makes you dissolve who you are on an autonomous level is not for you because it takes your free will away. Okay, you you'll get signs. You'll start losing things, opportunities, all those. You will get signs, and that is because it's not meant. It is not meant. Stuff like that does not happen to people who are in alignment unless they're being attacked by someone from the outside. Okay. And you can tell the difference because if there is no confusion in between your relationship, then it is an outside force. But if it is confusion inside of a relationship and you're always in situations where you're having a dispute with silence or lack of clarity, that means that it's coming from within the relationship. Okay. It says filter update, the exit. So this is someone's confirmation to leave a situation alone because divine intervention is happening and they're about to be removed from your energy. Loneliness is expensive, but bad company costs you a fortune. Raise the price of admission to your life. Okay, I hope you guys heard me. It says loneliness is expensive, but bad company costs you a fortune. The price of admission to your life needs to be rose or risen. Okay, update your criteria. Decide what behavior is now an immediate no. Like I said, boundaries. Maintain your boundaries. Hold people accountable. Okay. That is what revelations is holding people accountable with truth. Okay. It's something that is very objective. The truth will always be the truth, regardless to if a person likes it, if they believe it. Okay. It does not matter. The truth will always be the truth, okay? I am in immense pain, y'all. When I tell you I am in immense pain, I am in immense pain. I can barely talk, you know, and every lifetime I come back with these same key things because I have to remember who I am, the illuminator, you know. I do this for fun, just as a pastime, but my job spiritually is so taxing. Seriously, so taxing. Not on my health or anything, or my finances, but it's just taxing on, you know, my motivation. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's why I enjoy having the collective, to support and remind me why I do so much to help the vibrations rise on this planet. Yeah. We have to give these negative energies a reality check. Yeah, because they try to trauma bond you, as a chosen one or as one of the collective. You have to go through things in order to understand through experience what you are going through. And once you start healing, you start remembering. Okay. And the enemy comes to confuse you or into a trauma bond. Okay. It says shared pain is not the same as shared love. You are bonded by the wound, not the healing. It says the relationship is keeping the wound open. Healing requires distance. I always try to let people know we're all connected regardless if we live next door to each other or miles away. We're always connected. You don't have to be up somebody's nostrils in order to show them that you love them. That is a wound. Okay. When you heal and you start remembering the connection. And I am guilty of this. I had to heal from that in order to remember. And that's why it took so long because it wasn't that I wasn't healed, but it was because I was trauma bonding with past circumstances and situations or familiar scenarios playing out in my life. Those things would literally reoccur, and I would wonder why. It's like an entity attachment. When people operate from a low vibration, that entity will always try to come back to you because it misses you. Okay. But it is okay to allow it to be laid to rest in your life in order for it to also grow and develop. Because sometimes separation is the best way that God is able to fill the life of that um energy or that entity. Okay, because we're never separated for real. That is an illusion. Separation is an illusion. Okay, that is why people get so dysregulated and they want to argue, they want to fuss when they say, I don't want to be away from. You're never separate in the sense of in spirit. Physically, it gives us the ability to build autonomy, individuation, but we're never separate. Every breath that we breathe is connected to someone else. It says the yo yo, the facts. So that's confirmation. It says consistency is the only metric for reliability. Chaos is not passion, it is dysregulation. Okay, you get it? Let me read that again for the ones in the back. It says consistency is the only metric for reliability. Chaos is not passion, it is dysregulation. Okay. And when you go through chaos, you will feel it in your body. You are addicted to the relief or the relief that comes after the anxiety. That is not love. That is a cycle. Okay. So let me give you an example. You are in a partnership. Y'all have shared responsibilities. Someone in the partnership did not come through on their end of the bargain. Your anxiety works up because you are relying on this person to do whatever it was. Okay. All of a sudden, God finds a way to make it work for you. But it was from your end of the bargain. Okay. This person didn't put in. Now you're in a calm state, but this person still hasn't taken accountability for what they did not provide in the relationship that they were supposed to be held accountable for. Because the situation is taken care of, this person feels like they can mingle their way back into your good graces. They feel like it is okay for the situation to be swept under the rug as opposed to taken into accountability. This person is going to run away from the conversation, run away from the truth, and run away from the responsibility that they let down. Okay. This person or these people um use that chaos energy in order to strengthen the trauma bond. And if you're not aware that they're doing this, it is going to be a repetitious pattern of letting you down, God being the one to lift you back up while this person is still around playing in your face. Okay. That's self abandonment because you don't want to let go of this person. This person was not meant for you. Okay, God is the God of unity, yes. And I 100% agree with that. But like I said, we have never been connected. I mean, disconnected. We've never been disconnected. So you letting go of this person or this energy, it is fine. It is perfectly okay. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel guilty for letting this person go or these people go. Okay? The silence. Like I said, they're not going to mention it. They're not going to take accountability. They're going to beat around the bush. And then it's going to make you feel like you are doing the wrong thing by speaking up for yourself and holding these people accountable. No, you must do that. That is mandatory. It is necessary. Okay? It says, silence is not a pause. It is a sentence. Stop translating absence for reassurance. Okay? It says, absence is an answer. Notice how it holds more power than your own presence. Okay? That's your answer. They're not sorry. They don't care. And if they do, they would say sorry. I apologize. I really was trying. I really feel bad. You know, a person who takes accountability know what they're taking accountability for. Don't take a vague sorry just because your feelings hurt. Sorry, I hurt your feelings. How did you hurt my feelings? You have to dig a little deeper. Okay? Don't feel like you are beating a dead horse by doing that. No, because if you don't teach people how to hold themselves accountable, they will not wake up. Okay? Trauma bonding is back out. So this is definitely a trauma bond from your childhood or from experiences that you've had in the past with people. You know, you are reluctant to speak up for yourself. Don't feel like that. It's time to let go of childish things. Okay? You are always protected when you are standing in the path of righteousness, is what I'm gonna call it. Chemistry, compatibility. You and this person or these people are not compatible any longer. They serve their purpose. Now it's time for them to leave or elevate. If they do not choose to elevate on their own, you cannot make the horse drink from the water. Okay? I am in so much pain. Anxiety is noise. Intuition is clarity. Okay? If you have to be anxious about a conversation or having a conversation, if you have to be anxious about how you're gonna figure something out, that is not helping. Intuition is clarity. Your intuition told you these bitches ain't up to no good. Your intuition tells you the truth. Listen to it. Stop going against yourself. When you don't listen to your intuition, you abandon yourself. Okay, collective. Raise your vibration. I am in immense pain. Belly breathing might be significant. The yo-yo keeps coming back. So it's like a back and forth, like on a pendulum. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth that you're going through. Okay, 22. You're collecting crumbs and calling it a loaf. Bread being breadcrumbs. Okay, don't let it happen. Don't let that shit fool you. Do not be a fool for nobody. Okay, collective. I'm sorry. Stop it. I'm not even going to be the ascended master to sit up here and sugarcoat the shit. Bitch, you are abandoning yourself every time you put someone above you in regards to the sense of not selfishness, but if you are the type of person that likes to work well with others, and this person is not the type of person that's working well with you, don't abandon yourself. Do not lie to yourself to save a relationship. Do not lie to yourself to 4444 when I say that you're protected by the ancestors and other ascended masters. See, we love y'all. Okay? We hate to see unawakened people who choose not to remember, who choose to live in darkness or ignorance, play with children of God, the ones who are actively seeking the kingdom of heaven within them. Okay, and this is all a part of it. This is all a part of it. Okay, I am in so much pain. I feel clicking in my back. I feel twisting in my spine. It is horrible, but my clarity is still intact. And I know that it comes from disobedience because I don't like to be the bearer of bad news either. But when the opportunity presents itself and conversations come about in your truth speaker, just let the truth slip off your tongue. The Holy Spirit guides your tongue, and that's the truth. You just have to have the courage and the confidence to have the conversation. The words will find themselves on your tongue before they come out if you're the type of person who actually operates from your Holy Spirit. The gray rock. It says, be as boring as a rock. Give them no emotion, no drama, no supply. Like I said, these people are operating from their ability to make you react. Your reactivity confirmation. The less you do to entertain these fools, the more your freedom returns to you, the more your energy returns to you, the more your blessings return to you. Because the more you pour it out into these people who are not trying to see change, was the more that was causing um I'm hearing dissonance, but um I'm hearing dissonance, but I can't make out the other word. You gotta get rid of that rescuer complex. Do not play God in anyone's life because everyone has the essence of God within them. And if they don't operate from it, that means that they're not in alignment. It has nothing to do with you. It's not selfish. It's just the truth. It's understanding. Okay. When the Holy Spirit puts it on your spirit to help someone, do so. But people who choose to be unrepentant, they are not the people that you pour your energy into. Okay, collective. Yeah, the gambler's fallacy. These people keep gambling, thinking that they about to hit. Keep gambling with your emotions. Keep gambling with your trust, your access. You don't allow any entity or energy to play with you like that, children of God, ever. Because, bitch, they might as well play the lottery because they have a better chance at winning than to play with you. Okay, collective? Stop acting like the fucking slot machine with these people, collective. Stop it. Oh, let me see. Love bombing. Yeah, they get into the energy of, oh, you're my good friend and this and that, like giving you all kinds of accolades and fucking fallacies in order to make you feel flattered. But bitch, step your pussy up. We not about to be around here allowing these flattery ass motherfuckers to sit up here and play in your energy no more. You know what your worth, you know who you are, regardless if they tell you or not, because this is who you choose to be. Okay, it doesn't make you any less of a person or any less of a caregiver or any less of a caring person if you choose to regain your peace. It is not peaceful when you have to worry about things that would have been taken care of if these people would have just done what they were supposed to. Collective. Yeah, you're going to see the window of opportunity when it comes. in order to escape a situation, if it be at work, if it be at home, or if it be in a relationship, if it be amongst friends, families, or co-workers, associates, whoever. If you are in a situation where you feel oppressed, you will be given the opportunity to escape, but you just have to be aware of it. God is going to work in your favor as long as you are aware and paying attention for when the sign shows itself, okay? These people will no longer be able to stand in the light of day with these masks on, collective. Yeah, we're not doing that. We are ancient souls, okay? We're not about to keep playing crazy. We're not about to act retarded. We're not about to act subservient. We're not doing that with these bitches no more. Fuck all that. Yeah, fuck all that. How refined here. Truth be told, lo and behold, it's a cup. My cup runneth over. God restoreth my soul. You about to be replenished, especially once you receive this divine treasure, this divine gift, or this divine blessing. Okay, it's gonna help that seed is gonna help you invest in something that you've been trying to do for quite some time now. And it's something to do with your own hands, your spiritual energy, your creativeness, your creative ability. Okay. You're literally escaping into calmer waters here. Thank God. Thank the Holy Spirit. Thank the ancestors who actually ascended, not the ones who are still grounded to the earth. Okay. And I want y'all to understand the ancestors, the ancestral loop, if they didn't ascend, they are a part of the Leviathan spirit. That's the truth. Okay. Yeah. Someone's feeling guilty or in remorse for some type of action that is being um, returned to them, some chaos that they try to form in your life is causing them a feeling of unrest. Yeah, these people are being laid to rest, or this trickery is being laid to rest. Okay, with the Four of Swords in reverse here. This person felt high and mighty. Yeah, and they're landing on their own swords that they laid out for you, collective. Yeah, because they're starting to see a shift in perspective of their actions. They're starting to become debilitated, okay, from this backfire. You know, people don't know what spell work really is. And once the spell is revealed in the swords of revealing light, they are bound to that spell because the spirit that they conjured with that spell needs payment. You know, that's why you should operate from divine energy, which is the energy that does not cause any form of constrictions against others, any form of um, subtraction to another person's free will, you know, like binding spells and shit like that. You know, that is against somebody's free will. Okay, the lace magic and all that, that's against somebody's free will. You know, especially someone who innocent. Now, if you operate from low vibrational energy, then it's fair game, you know. But even then, divine energy is only gonna make them land on their own sword. That's why they don't like being around people who are chosen and who operate from clarity. Because once the swords of revealing light have been shown and revealed, then it lands people on their own sword. The tongue is like a two-edged sword. Yeah, an emotional manipulator. Yeah, playing with somebody who's highly emotionally intelligent. Crazy work. Crazy work. Injustice is here. As above, so below. Return to sender. Okay, this return to sender is justice for you, collective. So don't feel guilty because this person is starting to go through what they try to put you through. Okay? It has nothing to do with the collective. The collective does not control that energy. Okay? That is all to do with the person who cast the spell. Confirmation, pardon. Pardon moi. Yeah, they did this in secret. You collective, you still don't even know the depth of the betrayal, the deceit that has been transpiring but beneath your nose. Okay, don't worry about it though. God is gonna reveal it to you in due time. But just do not do anything but the gray rock method with these bitches. You are not here to be entertainment for nobody else's spotlight. Yeah, understand that. Beyonce got paid $1 million to play an entertainment scene in Dubai, bitch. And if these bitches get paid for being entertainers, we gonna get paid for being entertainers. We don't have to give our energy out to people who don't reciprocate it. Fuck them. Fuck those bitches. Okay? You are not someone's entertainment collective. You are not someone's fool or court jester. You're not that. Okay? You're not supposed to be around here juggling to be nobody motherfucking clown. No, we're not playing those types of games this lifetime collective. Fuck those narcs, you know. And I have a Queen of Sword and a Page of Cups. So this person, while being as strategic as they thought they could be, they did not expect your spiritual 30, I mean 56, 56, 11, 11, 11. When I said that, they didn't expect your spiritual protection to be as strong as it is. This person isn't as connected as they thought. They have an inheritance, but they don't have the understanding. So what I have here is the death card. This could be either a time or a challenge for this person to reconnect with source and go through the energies of the phoenix and be reborn again, or death. I feel like it's a physical one. If not a physical one, it could be in the form of like a humiliation. This person will be exiled from their community, from their family, and everything that they took pride in. Anything that they cared about will be destroyed beneath their um fallacies of truth. Okay. Yeah. They'll be forced into exile. They have a choice to make because you already moved on. You're no longer interested in entertaining these people's energy, okay? But I think that's the midst of it, okay? These people could be fighting addictions. These people could be looking back on something that a decision that they made in regards to their stability that has been pulled from underneath their feet in no doing of your own. These people will try to avoid you. They'll try to be silent. They'll try to walk around and act as though nothing is wrong or nothing is happening. But do not be fooled, children ones. Do not be fooled. The intuition will never lead you wrong. They say God is a jealous God because we all have the essence of the divine spark within us. And we're not supposed to abandon ourselves. So your spirit, when you abandon yourself, gets upset with you. It has nothing to do with an external person. Okay? It is you abandoning yourself. Your spirit is jealous. Okay? Not in a bad sense, but in the sense of why am I not good enough for you? Why am I within you not good enough for you? Okay? I'm gonna let that one sit there. But I hope this helps, collective.